Greetings, everyone. I just had to make this dream vlog because it is now that it seems that my dreams have really taken a whole different step in how they're presenting themselves to me, especially with this and my last dream from last night, as well as several other dreams from the past month, and overall my dreaming altogether is a remarkable thing. Whenever I'm in the dream state and what I interact with in terms of the experiences and everything, but in this one, I can't really remember how it all. Remember what happened in the earlier part, but up to a point, it seemed like it started to get quite lucid near the end, which is a very typical thing with me in my dreams. It's when I'm getting closer to waking up that it starts to get lucid and memorable. Anyway, I remember running into a friend more of a classmate, still a friend though, from university, and I kind of ran into her by accident. More actually, awkwardly enough, it's not that I ran into her, but she sort of did the opposite. She ran into me. I think she just appeared right beside me, and I wasn't even expecting her with whatever I was doing or whatever I had my attention towards. And her name is Dominique, by the way. And I just backed up, and in my dreams, especially my lucid dream, I can recognize the times when I'm able to do awesome stuff like float around, glide, levitate, and such. So I kind of just swooped all the way back at a quick pace. And I think, I remember I was actually at my house. I was at my house, and she had appeared at my gate when I was outside my gate. So I just backed all the way up and went all the way up to my house. So, up to my garage, I should say. And then all of a sudden I started to see all of these persons from both, from starting off at the university, who I met and went through university with. I saw them all just appear out of nowhere. Not every single one, but the ones who I connected with quite a bit, or observed quite a bit, and that kind of stuff. The ones who I remember and pay attention to the most, they started to just come in, and it was like a crazy reunion all of a sudden, where we were just talking, and everybody's commenting on how come I was avoiding them, how come I didn't connect with them sooner, and stuff like that. A kind of reunion like that, but they are saying that we didn't forget you, they didn't forget me, and all of that for sure. And from there, it just started to get even more and more nostalgic, because all of a sudden it started to go from, I don't know how to describe it, but it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, so it started off in my university, not just classmates and such, but it seemed like ideas and imaginations and creations started to come in as well, from university, and then to college, and then to high school, and primary school, and then finally basic school. The ones from secondary education all the way to primary education, and beyond, before that, basic. They were all in a classroom, and they were all in like just uniform, and I just found myself there after I was interacting with my high school and university, high school and college contacts and classmates and all that. All of a sudden, I found myself in that kind of classroom or that building structure place, and then I was called up by one of my past classmates from all the way from basic school who I hadn't seen or at least interacted with for years now. And then with him calling me, I realized that it was weird, but it was like everyone close to him, next around him, represented some form some form of aspect of my past. Overall, a lot of my past represented as various persons. It was like either actual persons, ideas, imaginary persons, so on and so forth. Kind of grown up, but they were all in these uniforms, and I think what the uniforms represented were because I didn't really grow all the way up with them. Throughout the schooling process, all I did was just move through the schooling process because I knew that for whatever reason we had to part ways and all that, as expected. I think it represented all the ones who I had part ways with all the way up to high school and university, where those ones now, they were actually wearing more civilian clothes. The girl I mentioned earlier, Dominique, she was wearing some like a kind of some pizza delivery girl kind of clothes, and that was exactly what she was doing when she first appeared at my gate. She was doing that kind of odd job thing, and yeah. So if you get the idea, that's what I mean. That all the ones that I've ever gone through life with, in terms of the individuals, and I guess everything that can be considered as my creation or some aspects of myself. I don't even know how to describe, but it just felt extremely nostalgic. Like I just knew everyone and everything there had an individuality, with whether real persons, where there are a lot of real unfamiliar faces with their familiar faces there, and on persons who are not real, or probably from different dimensions, or persons who I just forgot so much that I forgot they exist, and I don't know how to describe it, but it was overall nostalgic. It felt like a whole extremely amazing moment, where I not only just connected or reconnected, where everybody just commented, "We all know you. We all know you. You know all of us. Even if you can't remember our names, you definitely remember our unique impact on your life and all that," which is a great way to put it. And it also involved non-exist. Well, nothing, not there's no such thing as non-existent. I should say imaginary beings, such as like 2D beings, and they look very, what's the word? Like something I would imagine or think of when I was younger and all that. Like this little concept of the Joker looked like a cartoon. A lot of cartoon-based characters, and it was interesting. It was interesting how they all just presented themselves in this crazy nostalgic way. But damn, it was incredible. I'll have to cut it there. I'm glad I could record this as a first video log about a dream. That's it for now.